All right, some other news. Hillary Clinton registered her worst favorability ratings ever in a Quinnipiac University poll released yesterday. Just 40% of all voters said they view her favorably, while more than half said they have an unfavorable view. When asked if they thought Clinton is honest and trustworthy, just 37% of voters said yes, while 57% said no. And in hypothetical general election matchups, the poll found that she's in a virtual tie with both Jeb Bush and Scott Walker. She fared better against Donald Trump, who she is leading by 12 points. And this morning, Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton will share a stage in Fort Lauderdale at the National Urban League. Later, Clinton will call for ending the embargo with Cuba, putting her at odds with the two Republican presidential candidates with Florida ties. But Clinton's use of a private email server is once again the subject of a flurry of headlines. McClatchy reports that Clinton's server had emails with information from 5 U.S. intelligence agencies. According to the report, 5 emails with classified material have been found so far, and the one known to be connected with Benghazi was among nearly 300 emails made public in May. Intelligence officials say it was improperly released. The intelligence community inspector general has warned there are potentially hundreds of classified emails on Clinton's private server.
I just want to jump in for 1 second. During this story, you're leaning out. The Trump story, you're leaning in, listening to it. It's really interesting. I just start to glaze over.
Well, we've...
There's also a thumb drive holding copies.
I've seen Joe lean in on that story, on this story, on some occasions.
You know, I think I speak for Mika when I say it just makes us tired. I mean, it makes us tired that we have to go back to the United Nations press conference, and you hate to say this, she just didn't tell the truth time and time again. And when we were watching it, we were cringing, and we weren't cringing for any other reason than we know her and we like her. And you just sit there going, who has sent you out to say things that you know are false and that we know will be revealed the next week or month as false? It reminds me, I had a call with a McCain campaign person in the 2008 campaign who had obviously said something that wasn't true. And I said to him, I said, do you not think the sun's not going to rise tomorrow and I'm not going to find out that you're lying to me? It's like, this is the long game, buddy. You can't just go around lying to reporters. The sun comes up tomorrow and you're going to get caught. And for them to be in... Anyway, well, let's just get to the... Hillary said there are no classified emails. I don't know where to begin. and the Inspector General for the intelligence agencies go, yes, there may be hundreds, and this doesn't even include all the emails she destroyed. She wiped out unilaterally by herself in getting rid of the drive.
The thing that frustrates me as a person, partly when you have a brain and you're told, we've given you all the emails. Well, they haven't. So why do they keep saying that?
They haven't. It's a lie.
The email.
And they keep lying to you, and they keep lying to reporters. They say, you've got all the emails. No. They destroyed, what, 35,000? Yeah. They destroyed 35 and they won't turn over a server. And now you know why. Because even the ones that they cherry-picked are very sensitive and dangerous.
What?
John Heilman, what's the impact?
There's a lot in that. I think, you know, look, there's a lot to react to. I'm just trying to figure out which one of the things I should go for.
Actually, there's not that much.
Well, there is a lot, actually.
No, there's not. It's either she handed over emails and she should have done it, or she
was honest.
Well, I've always said she should have. She never had a private server in the first place.
Right. Okay, so is this
so you can start there. Is it a big problem? So far, they have been able to. Because of the weak competition on the Democratic side and because of people's eyes glazing over, as Donnie points out, they've been able to bull their way through this without this being of catastrophic political consequence. So far, it is, I think, taking a long-term churning kind of toll on her. Yeah. If you look consistently now over the months, her numbers on honest and trustworthy with the American people are getting progressively worse and worse. And they have argued now for months that it's not really getting that, it's not that bad. People trust her to fight for them, whatever. If you look at the numbers ever since this scandal issue, whatever you want to call it, started, she's gotten worse and worse on a key indicator for the general election, that issue, which is honest and trustworthy. So taking a long-term political toll, I think it very well may be.
I want to contrast that with the Trump story. It's very simple. That is the complete symbolism of a politician caught in a mess, the way it works, and emails, and versus Trump. I want to make America great again, and I got a red hat, and I'm going to tell it like it is, and I want to watch one show, and I don't want to watch the other show, and it's that simple.
Well, you know, Michael, they keep focusing on Bernie Sanders, and we keep focusing on Bernie Sanders, and boy, how it's the head-to-head matchup. This is Hillary running against herself. This is Hillary. This is like a cross-country runner. This is like a marathon runner training. She's not doing this against anybody else. She's doing it against herself. And you look at the Q polls in the swing states where her favorability ratings are down 15, 20, 25, 30%. You look at these numbers. It's not Bernie Sanders at the end of the day. It's the Joe Bidens. Right. It's the John Kerrys. It's the whoever else decides to jump in. Look at those numbers. I had people last week tell me at dinner, oh, well, it's early. It's never too early to be freaked out, running out of the theater with your hair on fire when your favorabilities are minus 30. It's never too early.
Sounds like someone who's maybe done that.
No. I would freak out if my favorabilities were plus 20. Why does everybody hate me?
Well, you know.